Houston Texans. Which of these 0-3 teams will visit the win column for the first time? We'll see. We're underway here in Week 4. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. He'll look to throw. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. DeForest Buckner with a sack, the former number 7 overall pick. The Texans send the punter out. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. Here's Smith to return it. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Good starting field position for the Colts as they have it 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Let's go.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Here's Thomas. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Texans will take over possession here up at the 44. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. And that'll be incomplete. The flag was down, so they took a shot, thinking it's on the defense. Let's see. So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field. Following the penalty, it's 1st and 5, and you got to think offensively, all kinds of options. Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down.
Black Ultra. Ready?
They'll drop to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts' 25-yard line. on the inside handoff. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down. The Texans have 0-3 here to begin the campaign. And you hate to have to say it this early in the season, but getting close to must-win time, is it not?
And I totally understand why you expressed it that way, because it's so early in the season, it feels like hyperbole. But I think you are spot on this one. Yes, there's still time to turn things around, but they've got to start to win right now if they have any hopes.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, his first touchdown on the year. And the Texans use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
From the 29, Thomas on the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again. Just like last week, each game is its own entity, treated as such.
Looking right sideline, that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Nice third down conversion and even 20 yards.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
On first down, Thomas. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And a nice spin into some open field. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. They go right back to him for 20 and a first. They run straight ahead here at Pollard. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
On second and 12, Thomas. The toss here completed to Pittman. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. He's trying to protect his quarterback's blind side. Got nabbed for the hold.
You have one job over there. Make sure that man does not get hit. So if you have to hold occasionally, do so, because they don't catch all of them. This time they did.
To throw on second down, Thomas. Now he's going to let it go deep back over the middle. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big third down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. The Colts send out their punter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. Excellent placement, and off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determined that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. So what do they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how do they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
Oh, that's you, partner.
Black shot.
Back to throw now in his own end zone. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Ready?
And he was very fortunate there to get out of his end zone. He maybe got back to the 2-yard line. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. A quick toss out right. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. Now they have a little more space to maneuver from the 15, 1st and 10. Back to throw. He's airing it out for Williams. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Throwing left side, it's complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. And he's going to try and do this himself. And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. He'll get 8 on the keeper there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. So he is able to turn that into positive yardage, but I think it's fair to say that those are not the shots you're wanting your quarterback to have to absorb.
And he has to know sometimes when to say when. You have to know when to give yourself up, and let's face it, not easy for these guys to do because they're competitors as well. But sometimes you do learn your lesson the hard way, as he did there.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Logan Hall fighting through and dropping him for the sack.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
Tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Ready.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
2nd and 2. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They're going to look to throw. He's got a man, complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards. 2 minutes to play in this first half, 7-3 our score. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And room there to work it inside the 25. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Now back to throw. To the sideline, and oh, that's well done. Able to drag the feet. He's going to have the first down. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. In motion goes the tight end. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They'll set up to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
Touchdown! Jamison Williams with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Texans will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From the 6. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And they'll have good field position here as he's out of bounds up at about the 34-yard line. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. First and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack.
I wonder if they're wandering back to the huddle thinking to themselves, can we just hit rewind and go back a play? Definitely not the down they wanted to begin this drive by giving up a sack. But for the defense, that's exactly how they drew it up.
To try again after the sack, Thomas. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. throw. Thomas. He's going to let it go again. He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Alec Pierce in the final seconds of the first half. And the Colts are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game. 4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just one snap of the football. They'll throw now on the final play. He's airing it out for Williams. It's caught at the 10. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. So we've come upon halftime here in Houston, and it's the home team, the Texans, leading this one. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Colts getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Well, out of the locker rooms here they come, their first drive of the third quarter. And Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one set up to be a very entertaining second half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but in this case, this is a tight ball game, so there's a sense of optimism here. I think they went into half and looked at their play sheet and said, these are the plays we really like. What do you say we use them to start the second half and get us going?
That one a first down pickup of 8.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Now a throw here, and now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield, and the Texans scoop it. To the opposite of what they envisioned when they left that locker room, a turnover on the opening drive of this third quarter.
I like your identification there, because that's exactly what they discussed in the locker room before they came out on the field. Let's get the ball, let's go down and score, put some points on the board and feel good about it. Not an insurmountable lead, but definitely not how they saw it at halftime.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
On play action, they'll throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Julian Blackmon. And the Colts are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to...
And he fires one that's intercepted. And the Texans are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. One side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks them right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. As he ran off the field after making that play, we saw his quarterback seek him out and offer a personal thank you to bail him out a little bit as the offense takes the field again.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Blue strike. Stand. Hut. You yellow.
And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. A quick throw, but incomplete.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
Now they face a third and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Flag blue. Seal black. Ready?
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Able to hook up with Williams here on the out route. And they'll get this across midfield, but not nearly close to a first down as he stopped at the 48. The Texans send the punter out. And now the up man has it. It's a fake. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. The deception there pays off to perfection. 14 yards on the fake punt and a first down. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
To Williams on the jet sweep. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Out to his left. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers. And the Colts will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
And the tough thing is when he goes back and reviews the film, he'll see that he already escaped the pocket. He could have gotten more himself by using his legs, and that might have been the better choice there instead of challenging the zone. A miscalculation on his part, and he pays for it with the interception.
And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. The catch and run good for 24 yards. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a give here to Pollard. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10. Looking to throw. Thomas. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. He'll get it inside the 20. A big play there for Indy. 41 yards.
A very nice job right there, working the middle of the field, able to create some separation, and then utilize it to not just make the catch, but turn upfield once he got the ball in his hands.
Now Thomas on 1st and 10. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. From 10 yards out. And the Colts have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter. McLaughlin now to add the PAT. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead.
Makes the score Colts 17, Texans.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily to look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Red, yellow.
They'll set up a throw. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. Well, they sent him on the blitz from that linebacker spot, and boy, he got there quickly.
He certainly did, and obviously he could have used a block from his running back, but I think you nailed it right there. The defender got into the backfield so fast, it's hard for anyone to react.
They'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Colts pick it up. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, Indianapolis. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave them a comfortable lead.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Texans 14.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Bobby Okereke making that tackle. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the 4th quarter. Just rely more on the passing attack.
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Bobby Okereke. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football. Oh, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. And he's got Pierce. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
Here we go.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Thomas. Looking for Pearson. He's got him. Touchdown, Indianapolis. An important score there, CD, and now an important extra point because it would make it a 3-score game.
Love the math there, and at this point in the 4th quarter, look, we all need next-gen stats, right? We all use them, but we don't need them here, do we? Because that means it's almost a certain victory.
McLaughlin for the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17.
Colts 31, Texans 14. Chase McLaughlin to kick off for Indiana.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Texans take over first and 10.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So it wasn't the line that jumped that time, the second level.
No, that's a great observation because most of the time it's those guys up front so eager to get off on the snap. They do it, but in this case, you're exactly right. Second level, probably because they moved up to the first level, and that hurts them.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. The Texans on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Looking to throw. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Shaquille Leonard able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns and a late sack. Just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. He's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And my goodness, another interception. And the Colts are going to have it here at their own 15. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. Look at the spin. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 52 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Going to run again here with Pollard. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Ready.
And they take a knee.
Okay, ready? Cut.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
Let's go now. Get.
And they will take a knee here. Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So for the Colts,